Swimmers, take your marks, go! And there goes Grace in her 50 yards backstroke with her wicked underwater tight streamline. Nice pinky entry, Grace. That's great. I want you to notice how you rotate very well on your right side. You get that hand deep and a nice deep catch. And your flip turn. Notice how your flip turn's a little close. Tight streamline, great. Quick underwater dolphin kicks, not bad. Notice how on your left hand, you're straight arm pulling. I want you to bend that elbow so you can get a stronger catch on that left arm. First split was an 18.3, second split 18.9 for a total time of 27.26. Okay, let's analyze this 50 yards backstroke more closely. Grace, I want you to notice on your start, notice your streamline. Was it a clean, tight streamline entry? No, it was not. You need to bring that streamline together quicker so that you enter tightly. Also, a fast dolphin kick underwater will help you increase your underwater speeds. Notice how deep you went. You went a little too deep. If you go this deep, you're going to have a more angle on exit. So we want to flatten off a little sooner so that we don't have to have such a great angle for our breakout stroke. Notice how on that breakout stroke you drag your legs. You got to start driving your legs in your flutter kick so that you can help your breakout stroke. Fast arms, fast arms, fast arms. I can't express it enough. You've got to have fast arms in a 50-yard backstroke. You need to have more strokes. You went down in 20 strokes and came back in 21. I want you to try to go down in 22 and come back in 23. Or perhaps more, depends on your efficiency. Your right arm is great on the catch. Your left arm is straight. So I want you to try to make your left arm like your right arm and bend that elbow on the catch. Pay attention to your left arm when you're swimming back and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now I'd like to take a moment to focus on your backstroke flip turn. Normally you tell me your backstroke count is 4. I want you to work on having a 3 backstroke flag count. Having 3 backstroke count versus 4 will help you become more efficient and stay a little further from the wall so you can maximize that freestyle stroke, which is the fastest stroke known in swimming. So if we can get further distance on that wall, I feel that your legs and your push-off and your streamline will be much better. Notice the white strip at the bottom of the pool. That's a marker just before the flags. So here's 1 stroke, 2 stroke, 3 stroke, 4 stroke. Coming on your 5th backstroke count, so you had 5 backstroke count on this particular race. So we added the stroke count, which isn't necessarily good. Let's look at that freestyle power stroke. Barely got anything on that freestyle stroke because you couldn't reach. You have to give yourself the distance so that you can reach into the wall for a strong freestyle stroke in order to minimize your backstroke counts. Tight streamline on push-off, great job. Delayed dolphin kick, you need to try to crank off some dolphin kicks as fast as possible and as strong as possible and as quick as possible. The more underwater dolphins, the better before breakout stroke, in my opinion. Look at that breakout stroke angle, really great. You need to make sure they have less angle so that you can have a better breakout stroke and drive your legs quickly upon breakout stroke. I'm going to attach a YouTube video for you to view, and I want you to notice all the things that we've talked about as well as their arm speed and stroke count, and apply it to your swim next time you hop in the water. Every time, every day, every practice, every meet, always. Also in that YouTube video, I want you to notice how high their hips are and where your hips are placed. If you raise your hips up a little higher so that the top of your hip on rotation breaks the surface of the water slightly, this will help you create less resistance and drag and allow you to get more power per stroke. A faster kick will make you a more balanced swimmer. If you know this, James is not just strong in his upper body swimming, he's strong in his lower body kick as well. So becoming a more balanced swimmer will help you become more efficient of a swimmer and help you dominate in the pool, like James so often does. A 6-beat kick is an ideal kick for you. What you're doing is a 3-beat kick. So in this next clip, I want us to analyze and count your kicks together. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In my opinion, this is one of the hardest things to do, is become more a balanced swimmer. So focusing on your kick and driving your legs and concentrating on having the fastest kick imaginable, even in practice, will help you become a more balanced swimmer. And lastly, let's talk about the finish here. When you're coming into the strokes, you got to count your strokes, and you know it's going to be about 4. So on that last stroke, drive and dive as shallow and as aggressively as possible. Okay, here we are on your second 50, where you swim a 38.6. Your first 25 was an 18.9, and your second 25 was a 19.7. Whereas on your first 50, you were 18.3 and an 18.9, which is over a second plus difference on your second 25, which isn't very good. Remember, if you want to get that 34.1, which is your JO and June qualification time, you've got to go out a 16.8 and come back in a 17.3. And I truly think if you have a faster stroke count, that will help you lower and have a faster time. I know you can do that 34.1. You just have to focus on it. Here we are again with the above view of the second 50 backstroke swim. That was a 38.6. Swimmers, take your marks. Go! On your entry, you are wide Superman arms. You have to bring those hands together on entry so that you can have a clean entry on that streamline. How many underwater dolphin kicks did you have before you broke out? I believe I counted 4 or 5. We need to really try to increase that number dramatically. Let's have a look at your hips again. Here it looks to be that your hips are high, however at some point they go low. Remember, when you rotate, I want to see at least a little bit of the hip breaking the surface of the water. That'll tell me that you have high hips. And when you have high hips, you generally have less drag. Wow, Grace, look how balanced your head is. You can easily balance a cup of water. Great job on that. Let's talk backstroke flag count once more. Here we come into the white strip. Make sure we start counting just past it because that's where the flags are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the turn, short freestyle stroke. We need to work on getting a longer, stronger freestyle stroke. You're so close. Your legs are well over 90 degrees on the wall. I want you to have 160 degrees on those legs. And your streamline's tight, which is very good. On this 50 top view, you went 20 strokes down and 22 strokes back. However, you were over a second slower on this 50 versus the first. And I think that was greatly due to stroke turnover and a few errors, such as maybe possibly scraping the surface with that right hand, not rotating enough, 3-beat kick. If you can focus on these things, you will greatly increase your speed and quickness and easily get that 34 flat. Some other great advice I can offer you is do what your competition isn't doing. Watch as many videos as you can on YouTube or whatever swim videos you can get your hands on. Watching the pros and mimic what they do will help elevate your game. Be careful, don't show them to your competition. Overall, Grace, I have the confidence that you can easily split 16.8 and 17.3 for 34.1 and get your June and summer JO cut. I also believe you can split 35.4 and a 38.4 to get a 113.8 for your JO time as well. All you have to do is focus in your training and produce the results. Lastly, in this video, let's take a look at your backstroke flip turn coming into the wall. Tight streamline, great. Fast underwater dolphins, that was your best turn that I saw in a long time. Keep that up. Let's have a look at it more closely. Notice your right arm, how it's coming in and scraping the surface, not getting a good catch. You've got to get that arm above your shoulders on entry, especially that right arm. See on that freestyle stroke, you didn't get a good reach for a good powerful freestyle stroke. Reducing your stroke count to 3 will help you get that freestyle stroke back. Accomplishing this will easily help you get faster in your 50 and your 100 and get that JO and June cut. Well, Grace, I think you're a very talented swimmer. You have a a lot of gifts and talents in the sport. You just have to practice like you want to win and win like you want to practice. And if you can do these things, you become a great swimmer. And I just want to also let you know that I know there's a lot of things that we're talking about, and a lot of negatives, and a lot of things that you have to work on to get your 50 and 100 backstrokes better. But listen, it's a checklist that if you can go down this checklist and check off these things that you do every day, you will become a champion. Enjoy the freestyle video that I added on, and you can take this video and compare it side by side with YouTube videos and pick out little pieces that you've done right or wrong and compare them with pro swimmers, because they always have the great angles in many YouTube videos for swimming. So just take this video, we'll put it on YouTube, open up another window, have your other YouTube video open, press play, and kind of watch yourself side by side with these other videos, comparing yourself to the pros. And I bet you can find a few other things that you can work on and practice. Okay, Grace? Well, it's been great watching you and analyzing your backstroke and freestyle a little bit. I look forward to seeing you in swim practice, pushing yourself harder and harder with that kick, especially so you can become a more balanced swimmer, and getting these JO cuts, no problem, and having a great time at JOs. All right, well, I'll talk to you soon. Swimmers, take your marks, go! Faster, faster, faster! Faster!